Hi there, YMCA friends and family. It's Jackie. And get excited, guys. You have a new atmosphere to look at while we work out together today. What do you think of our new studio? Doesn't it look amazing? I really like it. So, that's what's new today here in the studio. We are tuning in for Pilates. It's a workout that can be done at any fitness level. So if you're new first time tuning in, listen to the options. I will show modifications for every move, and feel free to listen to your body and take breaks whenever you need it. Pilates is all about matching your breath with your core and controlling the core to work out through the rest of your body. And, it's a really good thing for your low back, to build core strength, a little bit of flexibility, and all you need is a mat. We got some tunes. DJ Wills is in the house today. He's going to hit play on our music, and we're good to go, guys. We're going to start seated today. So if you have a mat, grab it. If you don't have a mat, a towel, or just on the carpet's going to do you just fine. Sit however you would like on your mat. Just take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Just one more time, just like that. Just wiggle out through the toes and the fingers. Now when you use those arms, you're going to reach out nice and big. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Now your right arm is going to reach straight up. Inhale up. Exhale, over. Come back center. We're going to do that again. Both arms rise up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Now just your left arm this time reaches up. Right arm drops down and reach on over. Back to both arms together. Inhale, rise. Deep inhale, exhale just as slow. Right arm lifts up. Now we're going to hang here for just a little bit longer. Sink your hips into the floor. Knees open wide, and then take those fingertips and reach across. Feel a nice stretch right down your rib cage. Slowly come back up center. Both arms rise. Inhale, slow. Exhale, lower. Now left arm reaches straight up. Right arm drops down to the floor. Sink in and hold this stretch. So relax the shoulders away from the ears. Reaching out through the fingertips. We're going to come back center. Both hands are just going to gently relax and rest right on your legs, right on the lap. Big shoulder roll up and down. Do that again. Now we're going to take that shoulder roll forward just 2 times. And I want to sit and relax. Chin drops down to the chest. Roll your head over to the right side. Feel a nice stretch down the side of the neck and into the shoulder. Then slowly drop back down center and over to the other side. Good. From here, we're bringing our chin back down to our chest. Slowly lift the head up. From here, we're going to uncross our legs. Feet, bottoms of the feet hit the floor. Knees are going to stay soft. Lift up, bracing your core, pulling your belly button back and towards your spine. You can keep your hands right behind the legs. You're going to slowly lean back, straightening out through the arms, and keeping the elbows nice and soft, and then just slowly roll it back up. So inhale as you lay back. Control it with that belly. Slowly rise back up. Just one more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Sink your heels down to the floor. Lower down and hold. Spine nice and long. Now release your right hand off the legs and the left. See what happens there. Feel your core just turn on a little bit stronger, just to keep your body stable in this position. If it's too much for you, wrap your hands right back around those legs. Now from here, we're going to C curve our spine, tuck the chin into the chest, and slowly roll all the way down to the floor. Take it nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time until you tap down. Head is going to drop all the way down into the mat. From here, your palms are going to drop next to your hips, walking your heels closer in towards your glutes. Lift your hips straight up. Pushing your heels down, toes down, follow the foot down into the floor. Warming up through the back of the leg, the hamstrings. Warming up through the glutes, the low back. Now pull that belly button back towards your spine, brace your core. We're balancing here right on our feet and our shoulder blades. Make sure you can easily turn your head side to side and that there's no weight or tension in the neck. Now from here, we're gonna sink our spine back down into the floor, one vertebrae at a time. We like to call this press down, imprinting our spine in Pilates. So from here, you're dropping on down. You're gonna lift the knees, right leg, then left leg. Knees right over those hips, wiggle out through the toes, take a toe tap. Right foot down towards the floor, bring it up, then the left, drop down slow, and then bring it up. So in Pilates, the deeper you go in your range, the harder the work is going to become. If you need to modify today, you make your movement small. So focus here, pushing that low back down into the mat. And then we match our breath to our movement. So think about this. Inhale as you lower the right leg down. Now exhale as you rise up. And then switch legs, inhale back down. Exhale, lift. Now freeze at the top. Both toes together. Inhale, drop down. Now watch that low back. Exhale and rise. If you need to, you make it smaller, a little drop, and then a little rise. Just one more time. Drop all the way down if you can. Then bring your knees back up. Hold it right here. Release your palms up off the floor. A little pat of those arms up and down. Now from here, if it's still too much for you, you can drop your feet slowly down to the floor and hang out right here. If you like the legs up, awesome. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, tuck your chin into the chest and slowly crunch up. Here we have our shoulder blades pulled up off the floor, warming up the upper abs. Now, just a strong beat of the hands, pumping through down towards the floor. If you want more, go ahead and straighten out through the legs. Guys, we're creating a Pilates stance here, which is similar to first position if you've ever done ballet. Squeeze your heels together, feel your inner thighs turn on. Now, if you want to take it to the most advanced option in this 100, you're going to go ahead and drop your legs a little bit closer to the floor. You have it 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give it a little rock side to side. Nice and slow. Find your breath. Massage out through the spine. As we move on today, you can come here at any point when you need just a little break. Hug the knees in, massage out through that spine. We're going to keep moving on. If you need more time here, please take it. Sink your spine back down into the floor. Freeze. Now, palms are down on the ground. We're going to transition. Our feet go back down. We're going into another bridge, so heels close to the glutes. Lift the hips. If you're a shoulder tucker, go ahead and tuck them under. Now, we're going to try and lift our right foot off the floor just with a bent knee and then put it back down. And then try the same thing with the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So same idea of what we were doing on the ground with our spine down and tapping the toes. Here we lift the leg, working through the glute and the hamstring and that low back. Controlling the movement from your core, using your breath. Now let's find it. Inhale, lift the foot up off the floor. Exhale and lower. Again, inhale up. Exhale, drop. One more time each side. Now, finish this out strong. Then hold your bridge. Even out the weight between both feet. Now we're going to pulse our hips straight up. Lift and lower. It's a tiny pulse. Hips push straight up to the ceiling. Your gaze is straight up to the ceiling. Your belly button is pulled back towards your spine. Toes pressed down. One more. Up and free. Just hold as high as you can. Untuck those shoulders if they were tucked. One vertebrae at a time. Dropping back down to the floor. Stretch out through the body. Legs go long. Arms reach up overhead. Point through the feet and reach out through the fingers. Now hold right here. Stretch out your body, reaching the hands away from the feet as far out as you can reach. One more deep breath. And then from here, we are going to practice our roll up today. Your option, I will show it first and then add on the more advanced options as we go. If you know the advanced option and you want to go for it, you do it the first set, okay? From here, we're going to brace our belly. If you're modifying today with me, we're going to bend our knees to start. The roll up is a tricky exercise to get right. Bring your hands back down to your sides if you're modifying. If not, your hands can stay up. Belly is braced, so you're pulling your belly button back and toward your spine. You're going to slowly start to crunch up. So chin to chest first, then grab behind the leg. Now, if you're modifying today, you're going to take a little rock to help yourself roll all the way up. Then you're straightening out through the legs, and you're reaching past the toes, and you're hanging here. And you're like, ooh, that feels good. That's a nice stretch for the back of the legs. Your gaze is straight down through the knees. Belly is still braced. Now, to get down, you're going to start your roll down, keeping that C-spine in the curve. Keeping that spine C-curve. Then you're going to bend your knees when you're ready. Grab behind the back of the legs, and then keep slow until you drop all the way down. Head hits the floor, and here we go. We go right back into it. More advanced, arms start up. Inhale, arms rise up. Chin to chest, roll up. C curving through that spine. Fold over and reach past the toes. Now from here, chin to chest, start that roll down. Relax the shoulders down. Lower, and then we repeat. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, start your roll down. Exhale, lower the rest of the way. We're doing it again, guys. Watch that low back. Make sure it's pushed down into the floor as you start your roll up. Keep that breath nice and slow. Now, as we move in, try not to let your shoulders rise up. As your body starts to feel tension, our shoulders tend to rise up. We like to say no shrugging in Pilates, okay? Shoulders down and back. Last one. Inhale. Roll up. Reach over. Stretch. And then slowly lower back down. We're hitting the ground. We're holding it here. Arms reach up and over. Point through the toes. Stretch. Now, if you had rocked and rolled and you need to readjust onto your mat or on your towel, go ahead. This is a good time to center up on your mat. From here, we're going to stay in this position, but we're just going to put our right hand on our right hip. Okay, press down on it just so gently. And I want you to make sure that you're keeping that right hip right where it is. No wobbling, no shaking, okay? That's your goal here. That's the purpose of the hand on the hip. Now this other hand is going to drop back down to the side, right on the mat. Now, right hand holds the right hip, left leg rises. Try that. Option is a slight bend in the knee. So from here, we're going to do little tiny circles with this leg. Left leg is up, right leg is down. If it is bothering you having this leg straight down on the floor, your option is right here. Bent knee in either leg. Now more advanced, straighten out through the leg and pulling your belly button in to not allow your hip to move. Now keep that circle small, just reverse it. Inhale and exhale. With this left leg, that big toe is drawing tiny circles right on the ceiling. Keep it here. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Guys, we're keeping it with these leg circles. Bring this leg up still. Pick a direction for big ones. Inhale, lower down. Exhale and rise. So here you're really working the hips, opening up through the hips, and working through your lower abs. Once you finish 4, we're reversing. Go the other way. Inhale, drop. Exhale, rise. To make it easier, you make your movement smaller. Now what's happening with that hip? Remember that hand's there for a reason. Make sure it doesn't move around. Now come up center and hold. Flex the foot. Lower down. Point and rise. Now if your hip flexor on that left leg is really screaming at you, you can hug the knee into the chest and take a break. If you're feeling okay, you're going to hang out with me. We're flexing down, feel a nice stretch in the back of the leg and that calf muscle, then rise up. One more time. Good, lift it up. Hold it right here. Then you get a little hug. Knee to chest. You can rock it out side to side. We're going right into the other side. So from here, this leg, left leg goes down on the floor. Or your option was what? Bending the knee. When you're ready, glue that spine back down to the floor. Little tiny circles. Now you want your leg straight, but you don't want to lock out through the joint. So soften up through the knee. Your foot is pointed, your toes reach up towards the ceiling, but they're nice and relaxed, right? You're not a point toe with the toes where they can cramp up. Just relax them. Now from here, reverse it, but keep it steady. Controlled movements are your goal here. Inhale and exhale. Now as you breathe out, see if you can tighten up your belly just a little bit more. Really focus and brace that core. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. 4 biggies. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale and rise. Drop and lift. Controlled circles. Last one. Reverse. Drop down. Circle around the other way. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. The bigger you go, the harder it gets. Guys, bring it up still. Freeze. Flex the foot. Lower the leg down. Then rise up. If you've lost your breath, inhale as you drop. Exhale as you rise. As you breathe out, you're bracing your core even tighter to drive that leg up towards the ceiling. You have it 2 more times if you can. Inhale, drop down. Exhale and rise. Last one. Awesome. Bring it on up. Hug the knee into the chest. Give it a little rock and roll side to side if that feels okay. You can wiggle out through the toes, circle out through the foot, whatever feels good for you. When you're ready, both knees are going to hug into the chest. And you're going to take a little rock side to side. If you need longer break, please take it. I'm moving on. We got 45 minutes today total. That's all we've got. So we're going to make it work. From here, both knees are going to hug into the chest. Head can stay on the floor to modify, okay? If you're feeling okay, crunch on up. Now, hands start right on top of the shins if you can reach them. If not, you can just hug right behind the leg on your hamstring. That's fine too. From here, we're going to extend up. Legs kick up, arms go out, and then hug in like a little ball. Option looks like this. Head is down, legs are up. Arms wrap around. You can kick straight up, or you can make it harder by crunching up, chin to chest, and shoot the legs out long, and then hug them back in. Repeat that. Inhale out, exhale in. As you kick those legs out, squeeze the heels together. Think about it. Ab work, inner thigh work. Reach the arms around. Feel some work down the side of the body. Reach out, pull in. You have it one more time. Now, bring it in. Both legs go straight up. Hands right down by your side. Lower your right leg. Then lower the left. Then lower the right. Get it? It's a scissor. Let's do it. If you feel like you can speed it up, go for it. Remember, strong core, shoulders down and back, palms press down towards the floor, but they hover over. All right, keep that breath nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. If you need an option, you're here, or your head is down and you're here. You have it 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Hug the knees in. So right there, your heart rate should have lifted just a little bit. Slow it down. Put your feet down. Lift the hips. Easy bridge. Just pushing those hips straight up. Even weight through the heels. Gaze, guys, straight up to the ceiling. Tuck those shoulders under if you're a shoulder tucker. We're taking a little walk. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. You're going out as far as you can and just hold it. Oh, if that's too much for you today, walk back in. If you're feeling okay, we're staying here. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Squeeze those cheeks. Last one. Slowly walk it back in. Take your time. Once you get where you want to be, hold straight up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Up and hold. Walking it back out. Go out as far as you can go without dropping the hips, squeezing the glutes. Relax the toes. Bouncing on the shoulder blades. Core controls the movement. 1 more breath. Walking it on back. Take your time. Ending it with a pulse. Straight up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untuck those shoulders if they were tucked. We're going all the way down, back down to the mat. All right, our right knee is going to pull in towards our chest. You can hang out here and just give it a little hug, or if you want to go right up, you're going to start to crunch up, and you're going to extend out this other leg. Inhale here, switch, exhale, inhale, switch, exhale, switch. Now start to transition that outside hand towards the ankle of that outside leg. Reach out. This just helps you stay in the frame of your body with the arm movements. But the core is really what's driving the work, right? Knee to chest, using your core to pull the knee in, lengthening that leg away, working the lower abs. Option, head is down, kicking the leg straight up. Good. Single leg stretch is what this one is called. Keep those shoulders down. Keep on breathing slow. Inhale and exhale. One more. Good. From here, legs come in together. Kick them straight up. Hands wrap around. Out to the temples or the fingertips. Elbows out wide. Pilates stance. Lower those legs down. Rise and shine. Option, head is down on the floor, and it's a smaller drop, or you can even have a slight bend in the knee. The smaller you go, guys, the easier it's going to be. If you're feeling any tension or discomfort in your low back, think about your core. You need that control first before you can go low. Inhale, drop. Exhale, rise. One more. We go through it all. One more time. Knee to chest. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So we're back to that single leg stretch. If you need to modify or you just need an active recovery, head is down, leg kicks high. 4 to go. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last 2. Power through if you can. Finish it strong. We're going back with our legs together. Straight up. Pilates stance. Fingers to temples. Drop. Rise up. Option for a recovery. Active recovery. Slight bend in the knee. Head is down. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. If not, you crunch up chin to chest. Squeeze the heels. Inhale. Exhale, lift. 2 more times. So you're not done yet. If you feel a little shaky shake, that's totally cool. That means you're working hard. Drop your head down. Little scissor kick. This way, crisscross. All right, really working through those inner thigh. Now, these hands by the temples, we're going to shoot them out nice and wide. Palms face up to the ceiling. Now, if you're feeling okay to crunch up, go for it. If not, you keep your shoulders on the floor. If you can lower these legs a little bit, go ahead. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Hug those knees into the chest. Take a little rock side to side. We're going to take a little stretch. It's going to be a quick one. If you want it longer, you take your time and make it longer. Shoulder blades down, palms down. Drop your knees to the screen. Push your shoulder blade down to the floor. Brace your core. Roll it back up center. And then over to the other side. Drop on down. One more time each way. Come on up. Find your breath. Exhale as you lower. Sink and melt down into the floor. Belly strong. Slowly roll back up center. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Alrighty, here we go. Back center. Stretch is over. Break is over. From here, walking our hands back into our sides, kicking our legs straight up. Refocusing again on our inner thigh, okay? Pull it together. Squeeze it in. Your legs are going to stay together. We're going into the corkscrew. You're going to inhale, lower down, circle down to the right. Exhale to rise. Now freeze when you get it to the top. Reverse. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Option. Knees are bent and your circle is smaller. Reverse. If you want to make it harder, legs stay straight, and you make your circle just a little bit bigger. Now in this leg circle, your hips are allowed to move off the floor just a little bit. So not so much that you lose control of the exercise, but they don't have to be glued down like we did when we held the hip down with our hand. Remember that one? Yeah, it's not the same. Squeeze those heels, work the inner thigh, lower and lift. Last time. Our last bridge, put your feet back on the floor, lift the hips up. From here, find your balance. Toes are pointing away from the body. Palms are down. Open up the knees. You're rolling out to the side of your foot and then squeeze back in. Now, if this doesn't feel okay for your low back, take out the knee drop, okay? It's optional. It's not for everybody. But if you do like it, you should feel it in your outer thigh and your glutes as you open up through the knees. And then as you pull the knees back together, you're feeling the work in the inner thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Remember the days of the thigh master? Yeah, pretend that's between those knees. Really squeeze it tight as you bring your knees back in. You have it 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. Now freeze up. Even out the weight. From here, we lift off the heels, then push the heels back down. Working through the calf muscle. Find your balance. Remember, no tension in the neck, no weight in the head. You want to easily be able to turn that head side to side, so readjust if you need to. Push the heels down, freeze, sink into the mat, all the way down. Awesome. From here, we're going to stretch out the body. We're going to use that roll up that we started with to come back up to a seated position. So, fingers are going to reach up overhead. If you like to flex your feet, go for it. If you forget what that modification roll up was, you start with bent knees, grab behind the legs, rock and roll yourself up. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, continue up and over. Reach, stretch, and hold. You can relax through those toes. And then we're going to fall all the way forward. If you can reach for the bottom of the feet, go ahead. If you can't reach for the bottom of the feet, maybe it's for the back of the calf muscle, it's okay to go ahead and bend the knees. Hinging forward. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the leg. Then slowly roll up, take your time. From here, we're going to go into a little spine twist. We're going to take our hands. We're going to open them wide, so shoulders back and down. Palms can face up or face straight out, up to you. Inhale while you're here. Exhale, twist to one side and take your gaze with you, looking to that thumb, that back hand. Come back center. Inhale. Exhale, twist the other way. So you're keeping the butt cheeks pressed down into the mat. You're keeping your feet right where they are. So as you rotate, one foot does not come in front of the other foot. Keeping the feet flexed. Toes pointing up to the ceiling. This is it. Last time. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Tiny, tiny waist. Come back up center. Walk your hands down. Place them right behind the glutes. Reverse plank. Lift the hips up. Now, if this isn't working for you today, you're going to bend the knees in and you're pressing up into a tabletop. You choose. Either one works. Gaze straight up to the ceiling. Shoulders down and back. Belly brace nice and tight. Now squeeze your cheeks. Inhale. And exhale. Just one more breath. Now slowly lower down. Taking our time. Have a seat. We're transitioning to all fours. So you can bend your knees in. Come up onto the knees. And we're starting right here. So in a tabletop and freeze. Now, we're going to start working our triceps. And as we do that, I still need you to focus on your belly. You're controlling the core, strong belly button pull towards your spine. Now inhale, lower the elbows down towards the floor, then press up. Inhale, drop. Exhale and rise. So this right here is our modified version of a Pilates push-up. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Elbows drive back towards the knees, okay? Inhale, drop. Exhale, rise. Now we're going to add on. So you're going to take one dip down here. You're going to freeze the top. Reach your right arm out and hold. Now drop it back center. One dip. And we then reach for the left arm. Hold it out. Push the hand down into the floor. Inhale, lower back. Exhale and rise. Reach the arm out. Good, do it again. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Reach out, and then drop the hand back down. Take a break into a child's pose. Now we have a second set of that, and you have the option to make it more advanced or keep it with what we just did. The more advanced option is off the knees into a full push-up. You can be on the knees though, modified with your hips dropped, and then we're lifting and twisting into a side plank. So I'm going to move back side to show you from the side angle, and then I will show it from the front as well. So if you liked what we just did, you're sticking with it, okay? If you want to make it harder, you have the option of coming right here and staying on the knees or tucking the toes under on the ball of the foot. You have one push-up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale and rise. Now rotate and reach up. Now come back center. Option is knees down. Inhale, lower. Now you're going to rotate and look the other way. If you're modifying with the knee down, it stays down with that bottom leg. Top leg rises up. You have it one more set. Inhale, lower down. Exhale and rise and rotate. Reach and hold. Come back center. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, rise up. Twist and hold. Good, now we're coming back center. We're going to hold our plank. So you can hold the tabletop, you can hold a plank on knees, or you can come off the knees and you're just freezing. Even weight through the hands, pinkies down, thumbs down. Now we march. Right and left, right and left. Keep it slow and controlled. As you pick the foot up off the floor, brace your belly even stronger. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now drop to the knees, sit back into a child's pose, opening up the knees and drop the chest down towards the ground. Take the fingers away from the body and feel a nice stretch. Relax down. Breathe right here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to give our wrists a little bit of a break, but we are going to come back up into the tabletop in a bit. First we lay down. We're going to work our back a little bit. Take your time extending your body out. Belly to the floor. We start with our fingertips to the temples, elbows wide. Take a big breath here. Inhale. Now exhale. Feet stay down. Just the chest lifts up off the floor. Elbows stay wide. Then extend the arms out. See if you can lift a little bit wider. Then fingertips to temples, and then lower down. So up, extend, in, drop down. Option is just to try one arm, and then lift up and try the other arm. If you can, you put both arms together. Up, extend, temples, and drop. Now listen. Brace that core. Use that brace to help lift the chest up a little bit higher. Once you get up, you're squeezing your shoulder blades as tight as you can. One more. Awesome. From here, lower down. Hands go one on top of the other. Forehead drops on the hand. Lift the feet up. Hold it right here. Go for a little swim up and down. Hit with the legs. Deep breath. Inhale like a little sprint through the pool. Just using the legs, head in line with spine. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good, last breath. Lower the feet down. Fingertips come back up to temples. We got that set one more time. This time we're going to put the lower body into it. Belly brace. Option is to keep the feet on the floor. Or you're lifting all the way up. You're extending out. Fingertips to temples. Lower everything back down. Lift, extend, in, and drop. Keeping it slow, moving through the air with control. Imagine that you're in a pool, pushing through the water with the palms of your hands, and as you open wide, you have it one more time. Lift, extend, in, drop down, hands under the forehead, lift the legs. Now this time, little heel beats. So you're bringing it in, instead of up and down, squeeze, 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 tapping the heels together. If you prefer to lift head up off the floor, go for it. If you don't like that option, head stays down right on top of the hands. One more deep breath. Lower the legs back down. Find your breath. Slow it down. Hands are going to slowly come underneath the shoulders. We're pushing our bodies back up into that tabletop. Elbows in close. Rise when you're ready. Walking the knees under the hips. Hands under shoulders. Now, we're going to start with the knees down, shoulders away from the ears. I want you just to extend your right leg. Now, if this isn't feeling good for you on your left knee, you can rise up and do this, hinging at the hip, and put your hands on top of a chair or the countertop, and just kick that leg straight back, okay? Hinging as you stand. Now from here, we're gonna flex through the foot, and we're just gonna pull straight up with this leg just to start. Inhale, and exhale. Feel the work through the glutes and the low back. Good, one more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, now relax that foot, drawing the knee back towards the mat, but it never taps down, it hovers over. Now open the knee up to the side, and then lower down. Repeat that. Inhale up, exhale lower. So here, you really need to focus on that core control. Belly button to spine, and then squeeze the cheek as you rise, and then lower down. You should feel your obliques turn on as that knee comes up to its highest point, then lower down. One more, up and down. And then we're gonna take it up there and we're gonna hold because it's fun. Lift it up and freeze. All right, keeping your leg bent to start, find your balance. Now, once you have your balance, you're gonna kick out and then pull the heel back into the glute. Inhale out, exhale, close. Working through a roundhouse kick, pushing through the pool water or the air with control. One more, guys. Now you're gonna kick out, you're gonna hold it there. Oh my goodness, freeze, flex the foot. Now the opposite arm, see if you can lift it up and hold. Now, if you're here and you're feeling all right, see if you can pulse up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend in, drop the hand down, drop the leg, sit back into a child's pose. Take a quick recovery before we work the other side. Wasn't that fun? So much fun we get to do it again. I know, I'm turning over so you can see my other side. We're doing everything we just did. Wiggle out through the fingers, circle out through the wrists, and we're rising up when you're ready. Back into that tabletop to start, reset. Use your core to take tension off of these joints, right? We're not slouching down, we're using the belly to lift up. And shoulders draw back and down. Nice and strong posture, spine, one in line, one on top of the other. Now you're gonna take that other leg, you're gonna kick it out. Finding your balance before you move, flexing your foot, which means your heel is up and your toe is down, and pull straight up. Try not to rock and roll in that upper body. Everything stays stable here, except for this leg that's pushing straight up to the ceiling. Soften up through the elbows. Take a breath, one more. Up, squeeze, and then slowly relax that foot, bringing the knee back down, hovering over through the floor. Now you're opening it right up out to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Repeat that. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slow. Use your mind. Maybe you pretend that you have a weight pressing against the body. Push it away and then control it back down. Your mind will give you good results if you can match it here together with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Good, last one. All the way up, all the way down. You know, here comes the fun part. We're gonna lift that leg up. We're gonna freeze. Find your control, find your balance. And then when you're ready, you're gonna kick out and you're gonna pull in. If you need to widen out through the hands a little bit, go ahead. Find what works for you. Typically, you want your hands in line with your shoulders and your fingers spread out wide. Inhale, kick. Exhale, closed. Again, breathe through. Feel a little burn, a little shaky shake through the body. Totally natural. Anytime you need a break, you take it. 2 more. Extend out. Kick back. Last one. Now we take it out there, we hold it. Find your balance. If you can, opposite arm lifts off. Flex that foot. Breathe, lift, up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, up and hold. Awesome, drop the arm, bend the leg, drop the foot. Sit back into that child's pose. We're gonna go for a little walk this time over to the right. Feel a nice stretch down the side body. And then slowly take your time walking it back center. And then over to the other side. We got about 5 minutes left to go. You are almost done. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly come back center. Sink in and breathe. 2 more slow breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. We're going to go for a nice stretch of the core into a swan. You take your time coming here. We're going to lift up and then drop the hips down, shoulders away from the ears, and gaze straight up. Feet can be nice and wide. I find the wider my feet go, the easier it feels on my low back. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Awesome. Coming back in. From here, walk the feet in, tuck under into a down dog. Find the balance in the palm and the balls of the feet. Pressing the heels down towards the floor. Drop the head through the arm. You got 2 more breaths here. Sink in. Hips nice and high. You can soften out through the knees. Feel a nice stretch in the calf muscle. And then when you're ready, we're coming back down to the knees. All the way. Slowly rise up. Take your time. We're taking it back down onto the floor to finish on our back today. So when you're ready, have a seat. And then lower back down with that slow roll down. From here, palms are dropping down. Feet are releasing up off the floor, and I want you to go ahead and squeeze your heels together. Now from here, palms are down. We're going to go ahead and lift the tailbone off the floor, then lower down. Just a little reverse curl to start. See how that feels. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, lower down. You can go full range, lift up, and then tap down to the floor if you prefer. Or you're keeping it nice and small at the top. You choose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Palms press down. Shoulders away from the ears. You have it. One more. One more. Good. Drop down. Heels go down. Lift up into a quick bridge. Just release any tension in the hips. Then drop it back down. You're going to do that again. Or you're going to go ahead and squeeze the heels together. You're going to lift up with straight legs. And then lower down. Palms down. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale, lower down. Squeezing the heels, working through your inner thigh and your lower abs as you drop down. Keep it controlled. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more. Send the knees in. As you finish the move, push through the heels, lift the hips. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Sink on in. Take a breath. Sink down. Awesome. From here, we have one more move. And then we're pulling it down to the end. Lifting the feet back up. Got a triple tap down. Inhale. Tap the toes. Exhale. Lift up. 2 more times. You can do this with straight legs. Sure you can. You pick your level and hold it there. Now take it up. Crunch up. Now shoot everything out and hold. Wait for it. Good. Crunch back in. Lower the head down. Option here. Straight legs. Inhale, drop. Exhale up. 2 more. Lower. And lift. Last one. Now bring it on up. Crunch and bend the knees. Reach out and hold. We got it all one more time. You choose your level, straight legs or bent knees, up to you. Crunch back in, drop the head, tap those toes. Inhale towards the floor. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Drop down, lift up. Last one. Crunch the knees in if your legs are straight. Shoot everything nice and long. Guys, your head can be on the floor if you prefer that. Belly braced. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Awesome. You made it. Hug those knees into the chest. Give it a little rock and roll side to side. Wiggle out through the toes. Massage out through that spine. When you're ready, you're going to stop that rock. We're going to end today in a seated position, so go ahead and roll yourself up. Straighten out through the legs. Widen out through those legs, about mat distance apart. Arms reach out nice and wide, shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, twist to one side, and then reach out towards that little baby toe. Listen, come center. Bring your hands together. Hinge forward and reach down. Good. Come back up center. Open back up through the arms. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Reach out past that little baby toe. Awesome. Do that one more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist that front. Reach out through the baby toe. Come back center. Bring your hands together. Hinge forward. Drop in. Then come back up. Open up through the arms. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Reach out and freeze. Awesome. Come back up center, guys. Drop the arms down. Crisscross those legs in. A little shoulder roll, dropping the chin back down to the chest. We're going to walk forward, hinging down, pushing the knees towards the ground. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Take time for stretching every day. It's going to help you. It's going to help you feel better. It's going to help with your flexibility. It's going to help you age gracefully. It's going to prevent injuries. It's going to give you better form. All those things. So slowly walk back in with those hands. Head is the last thing to rise. We got two big breaths and you're out of here, guys. Inhale, reach on up. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, reach up. That was Pilates for the day. You guys know what to do. If you have questions, reach on out. You can email me at jcanan@ymcagBW.org. We're going to continue to be humble and kind to one another. From DJ Wills, from the Why the Greater Brandy Wine, we thank you for joining us today. Peace on out. Have a great one.